Hi, my name is Brian. Today I'm going to show you how you can transform this Blackmagic Pocket Cinema camera handheld rig into a big sturdy shoulder rig, all for under $400. So this rig is an addition to a handheld rig I built that I did a previous video on for the Blackmagic Pocket 4K. I'll link that video here so you can see the starting point for this build. This shoulder rig will allow you to shoot for hours at a time and get that handheld yet steady cinematic look that's so sought after. With all the extra weight and support, you can even walk with it and get smooth handheld tracking shots. Alright, so let's get into the build. Links to all of the parts used in this build will be in the description below. Okay, so this is the starting point. We're going to add a few things to this before we throw it on the shoulder rig. So we have a Metabones 0.71 EF to Blackmagic Pocket Cinema 4K speed booster on there, and with that we need some EF glass. So we're going to grab a nice high quality lens, the Sigma 18-35 1.8, with an anamorphic mod on the back that is going to allow for some awesome horizontal lens flares as well as oval bokeh. And let's throw that on there. And this is a Cine speed booster, which means you can put the lens straight on there and then turn that ring to lock it, and it's held firmly in place, creating a super secure connection between the lens and the speed booster. There's no wobble at all. However, there is some wobble between the speed booster and the camera mount on the Blackmagic. So the way we combat that is we grab this little piece, which is a small rig mount that is aimed at combating that wiggle. Now with that little thing all tightened up right here, there's absolutely no wiggle between the lens and the camera body whatsoever, even with the speed booster in between it. So major success. Next, we need these rails to be a little bit longer, so let's swap them out with some 12-inch ones. Longer rails have been attached. Now we throw some more lens support on there with a rail block attached to the bottom so it protects it from hitting. Perfect. Last but not least on this part, we'll throw a follow focus on the front along with this seamless gear ring from B&H so you don't have any notches that are going to get caught on the follow focus. Okay, so we have our upgraded handheld rig. Now let's put this thing to the side and start working on the shoulder rig. Two 18-inch aluminum rails. We take the tripod quick release plate and mount them on these rail blocks. So let's do that. Now we slide the rails onto here. Tighten these up. Bam. Next we grab the shoulder pad, we'll throw that on the back. Tighten these up. Now we grab the rosette bracket and throw that on the front. Two long arms that we're going to attach right here. It's coming together. Two very comfortable leather handles that you can make nunchucks out of. We're going to put these on right here. Now we're going to build the arm that we mount the monitor on right over here. So we're going to attach these two pieces together. Take this piece right here and slide it to the front of the rails. Take one of these 10-inch rods and slide it in right there. And now finally add this piece that we mount the monitor on. And voila, we have our shoulder rig ready to go. Now all you have to do is take the base plate that came with this piece and mount it onto the bottom of this part of the rig. And you simply slide that in right there. Tighten up this lever right here. Nice and sturdy, and then take the monitor off of this part and mount it over here. Go and wire your cord through right over here, do a little loop right around there, and plug it in. And there you got your shoulder rig, good to go. And if you want to get it back in that small form factor or throw it on top of a tripod or a stabilizer, all you have to do is hit that little lever right there, slide it off, throw the monitor back on, and you're ready. A couple quick notes. You can save a bit of money and go with this articulating arm from Small Rig. However, as you film, this thing is going to get knocked around and your horizon line when viewing the monitor is going to be off axis. With this sturdier custom option we built, your monitor and camera sensor are always going to be parallel to each other, and you're going to find that it's going to be easier to compose level shots. Also, this little guy right here is if you want to mount a wireless follow focus. This is the Tilta Nucleus Nano and it works fantastic. However, I prefer the mechanical one just because it's cheaper and it still gets the job done. But you know, do what you want. Both work great, or if you're not a fan of the follow focus at all, just scrap it entirely. Okay, so check out the body position on this rig. My eyes are perfectly level with the camera sensor, so it's seeing exactly what I'm seeing. My line of sight, and it's unobstructed, so I can see and communicate and talk with my talent while keeping an eye on my monitor down here. And I can use my head as an extra point of contact for super sturdy shots, staying completely still. Turning to the right, you can see my elbows are at a little bit less than a 90-degree angle, super sturdy, versus if they're out here, I mean, the front of your shoulders are gonna get super tired, you're gonna be a little more shaky, and so it's nice to have them close to your body. And most of the weight of the rig is balanced on top of my torso, so you can take hands off and it's not gonna go anywhere. I mean, whoop. So that's the build. I hope you enjoyed the video, and hopefully you can take a few of these ideas and implement them in your own builds. If you have any questions, please let me know below and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Until then, happy shooting. Bye-bye.